I'll be reacting to Q episode 9. I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Oh, hell yeah. Cannot wait to see what's going to happen this time. I like the track lane. Oh. Fuck yeah. Woo! All right, good. I've been waiting for these girls to have an opportunity to actually have more success than they previously had, actually. I don't think it's that sudden that, if you ask me, considering all the other girls are getting their own gigs. Like you have a group that's voice acting, one that's having a radio show. I love how you can tell how into this they are. That's fucking cute. I just wish we would have seen like them actually utilize their words a little bit more to promote it, and not just have it info dumped though. That's the only downside. Damn, fancy as shit. Because it's like the only thing that's really given Karen to the series so far is like the voice acting portion of it. Some of the other girls haven't had that loving care put into them yet. And again, this is the large expanding cast of characters in the series rearing its ugly head again. Like these characters are likable and all, but since there's so many characters, it's going to be damn hard for any of the set characters to get a significant amount of development. There's going to be some girls that are going to be better utilized than other. That's just a fact of what this series set itself up for when it had all these characters. But who knows? Maybe it'll surprise. Maybe the pacing will become a little bit more smoother, though. But then again, the series is a mixed bag because even in the previous episode, the second half was amazing, first half wasn't. Hopefully, this episode's pacing is along the lines of the second half of the previous episode, not the first half of the previous episode. That'd be absolutely fantastic if you ask me anyway, if they can pull off a nice, balanced pacing. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing a theater performance by some of these girls in the series. It sounds like it'd be a lot of fucking fun if you ask me to see. Just see multiple girls collab with each other. Yeah, it'd be noticeable as to why she'd want to visit her. I mean, hey, as long as she puts in the work, that's what matters the most, though. That was quick. I mean, she must have a private jet or something, her father. That has to be it. I like how she doesn't even say with absolute certainty. But at least she was able to come back, and that's what matters the most at the end of the day here. I like how this girl's just being a fucking show off now. Oh man, you can tell her ego's like getting a lot more gargantuan with that. That's fucking adorable though. No, but seriously though, the character design of the idols looks really good though. Like honestly, if there's an idol anime with character designs like that, I would check. Well, regardless, I would check out idol anime anyway, just for the sheer fact that it's an idol anime because I do enjoy idol anime. But those character designs would make it really appealing to watch, though. I venture to say all our girls were born ready for this type of shit. Kind of a shame though that we're seeing them do all this recording, yet we're not seeing the process of them, like how they feel about the recordings, whether they fuck up or not, whether they need to do multiple takes. They're not really giving this the same love and care that they gave the voice acting stuff in episode 8. Like this episode so far is feeling a bit like it's going a bit too quickly. Just off of like the first few minutes alone. I can see why they'd be pissed off with her, because she's not there with them right now. Yeah, honestly, the anger from... Yo, she even has a... It looks like she even has a bodyguard. Talk about absolutely fancy as shit there. It definitely doesn't look like a romantic partner. Look, considering that man was keeping his distance, it's got to be a bodyguard. I wouldn't blame her though. Yuzuru seems like a girl would have her head in the clouds, figuratively, of course. Could be a stalker though. Oh, never mind, a stalker. Okay, she knows what the fuck that is. That must mean that it has to be maybe a bodyguard hired by Yuzuha's father. That's my guess. I can't imagine it being anything else because she was way too familiar with that man. I wish we would actually see the performances though, but so far all the performances and all the promotional efforts have just been off screen or rushed through, unfortunately. Yo, it's the same fucker again. At this point, they're gonna start suspecting that Yuzo is hiding something because that's youth, though. Yeah, now even she's starting to notice something's off. Yes, I love this girl. Yeah, I also love the opera actor characters. It's always nice seeing when she has more screen time. I like the addition of the fang tooth on Yuzuha. It actually makes the character design look even cuter than it did before, anyway. Oh, man. Oh. I'm going to assume it's the man that's been following Yuzuha. Yeah, okay, yeah. I can't imagine it being any other man other than that. Yeah, and the way she's ignoring. Oh, wait, I thought for a second she was going to ignore it. What is it? What I think, though? This woman. That's some nice French there. And that's some damn good English. Holy shit. You can tell she's traveled around. Well, I mean, it makes sense, though. But holy shit. She knows multiple languages. Japanese, French, English. It's a damn large variety. Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling that those two might have had a history with each other because, well, the way she was staring at the man, she stared at the man with seemingly a large sense of familiarity. Hey, the English ain't that bad. And considering that she's from Singapore, it makes sense that English wouldn't necessarily be her natural language. So good job for the... That's actually impressive. Holy fuck. Pacing issues aside, the performance from voice actors was just absolutely phenomenal. It'd be hilarious if they believe that there's someone from a dark company going after our fucking girl. That'd be fucking hilarious. Sounds like Yuzo was involved in. Oh, I thought for okay. Yuzo's probably visiting her family though. I don't think she. I mean, they. I'm assuming she tried to call on her though. Oh boy. I gotta. Yo. Okay, the middle one looks like it's the best one. Didn't think you would have such drawing talent. What did you? Oh, I just thought she was imagining a hentai plot. You know, dude, that was like a hentai smile. Oh, I can't wait to see. Whoa! I mean, hey, some people do like older men, though. It's possible. Some people may like people that are like 20 years above their age. It's possible. I highly doubt it's a debt collector, considering that Yuzuo can pretty much go from like what Singapore to Japan in just a few seconds. So it's I'd venture to guess that her father probably has a private jet or private plane or something that'll allow her to get to Japan really fucking quickly. That's why I highly doubt it's a debt collector. But there is a higher chance of it being a debt collector than it being someone from like a black company trying to like deceive women or someone that's in love, a romance situation. Oh, they're gonna say like a missing persons report. Oh shit, never mind. They wouldn't have enough time for that. Yeah, it'd be a bit too early to be alarmed. Well, alarmed enough to call the cops in. I love you. That's a fucking dramatically salute. That's fucking adorable. I just hope that this is over something important. That Yuzo is not with our girls because it's something important. Because honestly, I feel like if it's for like some kind of misunderstanding, then this episode's not going to be so good because it's going to make me wonder. They could have just spent this time on the girls practicing their crafts and the recordings. I'm just saying that'd have been much more interesting than them looking for Yuzuo right now. But who knows? Yo, that's mega shit. I like how they seem like they actually do believe the prediction lady. Huh. This woman. Okay, good. They actually kind of did get a laugh out of me, actually. Hmm. Damn. Oh, and I feel bad because this is going to be something big for them. But you know, life though, when it comes kicking at you, you sometimes just got to get back up after the bump in the road. Oh, that's actually kind of sweet. Oh, what did she do? Yo, she replied to that? Helicopter. She's going back to Japan through helicopter. That's how I interpret it. What the fuck? Okay, talk about a show off the entrance there. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is cute, but I think it's gonna be a jerk not replying to phone calls though. Especially since she knows how important of a day it is. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of. Whoa, what? Okay, that's actually pretty. Okay, that's actually understandable. But damn, she should have let them know ahead of time, though. I doubt they're in any danger. Oh. Yeah, the grammar could have been a bit better when you like move the helicopter somewhere else. But hey, it's still cute and actually a damn. Still though, by anime standards, that's some damn good English. Had a feeling. Oh, yeah, I was right. I was right. I mean, the outfit and the sunglasses gave it away that dude was a bodyguard. Whoa! What the fuck? Yo, I would have rather have seen that. That seems more interesting and unique than the type of stuff we usually get in this series. Seriously, all that shit sounds more interesting than them just looking for Yuzuha. I'm just saying that'd have been much better. I mean, it makes sense to considering the way that Yuzuha carries herself, that she comes from like a really high upbringing. But honestly, this is what this series really wasted its time with. What the fuck? I mean, it makes sense that you'd have the resources and the financial capital to actually look up all the information. But there's so many things with this, which I'll talk about once the ED plays. I mean, it's nice to hear that Yuzuha is a little bit more of her backstory, where her father does try to manipulate things about her life. And at least we get context as to why she auditioned in the first place. Yeah. Oh, okay. At least it's good to hear. With the also side effect of being able to be away from her pops, too. They'd have had to call the police. Is she seriously asking why? It's because they've been with each other for a significant amount of time. That's why. I hope it comes back to this. Oh, I'm sure anything I would do would be helpful, but even as an emotional support. Hmm. That's a good point. I mean, hopefully there'll come a day where she can perceive herself as more than just a doll, though. I can see where she's coming from. She wants to become financially independent so she doesn't have to rely on her family's wealth anymore. That's. I admit, at least that line of dialogue was actually good, though. Hearing her have an actual goal and wanting to become independent is a beautiful goal, actually. Oh, this is looking cute. And hell, I hope she succeeds. Oh, that's so fucking cute. I didn't Yukio crying. I mean, yeah, I mean, it was beautiful, but damn, nothing to cry over. It ain't like anything sad happened, but that's fucking adorable, though. Just seeing them build chemistry with each other. But are these like last 2 minutes of the episode going to save it, though? Not really, but at least there were some positives to take from this episode. It really pisses me off that we didn't see any bits of the where they were like doing like any actual promotion for Project Vogel, though. I'm gonna really rip this episode a new one when the ED plays. Okay. At least you get to see their performance. Oh, I mean that's better than nothing, actually. I just love how you see all them fanboys. Yeah. Don't tell me they're gonna. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it looks like the lyrics aren't translated. But hey, you know what? Sounds good to the ears, even though I don't know what the fuck they're saying because there's no subtitles for this portion. I'm guessing that the license holders didn't have the rights to purchase the rights to subtitle the song, which always kind of bothers me. It's like if y'all have money to translate the anime, then pay the extra money to translate the song too. Come on now. Scene is cute though, and the animation's good. And I even do love how they're actually giving us hand-drawn animation for the song itself, though. So it's actually a really good sequence, and it's nice how to see how they're interacting with fans too. I'm assuming. Oh, that's so fucking Susie and the body can record it for the pops. Okay, I gotta admit that actually does give the episode a little bit more heart. I ain't gonna lie. It's always so cute seeing Heidi nervous. All right, I have to keep the way they all jump simultaneously. All right. That was a good scene. I mean, no, that was actually great. The last scene. But there's an issue I have with this episode, though. This episode was still bad because let's just be honest. And I'm going to count the exact sequence when they actually start performing. Yeah, literally, they start the Project Vogel stuff, like the performance in front of all the people in the venue, at literally the 20 minutes. And because I also have two laptops, so I'm checking the other screen when exactly they start performing. Yeah, they start this at the 20 minutes and 22 second mark, the vocal stuff. So that pretty much means only the last two episodes of this episode were good. And that's fucking it. Wow, whoop-de fucking do. This episode sucked for a variety of reasons. How the fuck do the writers think it's a good idea to spend like the full episode of a girl searching around for Yuzua instead of seeing them, or I don't know, practice their voices so that when they perform music for like the Project Vogel CDs, they deliver a bit of product. That would have been much more interesting than this because we see that they sell loads of fucking CDs. I would have loved to have seen recordings for them. They did that in episode 8 when we saw our girls do their voice acting stuff. We actually saw they see recordings. We got to see some girls fuck up and redo their lines so that it's a bit better and stuff like that. That's the type of detail-oriented stuff I wanted to see in this episode. Not, oh yes, let's waste the whole episode looking for Yuzu. Like, yeah, that's fun. That's unproductive and progressing the plot in the series. It made it feel like a waste of time this episode. And then speaking of which, if they would have at the very least, I don't know, actually, you know what? This episode might have actually been better if they would have shown us the perspective of Yuzua from start to finish. I would have actually loved to have seen her actually talk with the fucking prince. That felt like it'd have been way more unique than any of the other episodes in this series, but this series couldn't have even been bothered of doing that. Instead, it was just our girls being cute, looking for Yuzua, and that's it. That ain't really much to look forward to in an episode. And something else that also pissed me the fuck off about this episode, too. Aside from them literally wasting a full fucking episode looking for Yuzua. And that's literally what they fucking did. Something else that annoyed me was just the fact that we don't even get to see Yuzua talk with her father at all. Like, they made it a point that her father was trying to set up marriages to other people for political purposes, but it's like, how can I even care about this emotional struggle that Yuzua is going through if you don't even show off her father, except for that one bit where we only see the back of his head when the bodyguard's showing him a recording of Yuzua's performance. Like, how can I give a shit about any of this if this series doesn't go all out? And that's my problem with the series. Since it has so many fucking characters, it can't afford to do that because you have a revolving door of main protagonists. I mean, shit. This next episode for the series has to now what? Focus back on the characters that are dedicated towards voice acting, like say Meika and Haruna. Yeah, they have to literally focus on those girls again. But the thing is, though, in them doing that, they're not going to be able to focus on the Project Vogel girls like Airi and Chisia. And that's a big problem because it's like, literally, this series is feeling like it's wasting so many fucking episodes on pointless characters. And that's my biggest issue with this episode. It's like, feels like most of it was just a waste of time. It really was. And I'm gonna feel hyped for the Chun X4 debut because it's like we didn't see these girls practice for their big performance in the venue. Like, zero fucking practice, so how can I care? How can I care about the success of these girls when we don't even see them put the work to succeed? That's my biggest issue. At the very least, whenever Meika or Haruna do their voice acting, at least it feels substantial there because we do see them perform voice acting on screen. We don't see no such thing for our group of girls in this episode. And that's my biggest issue with the pacing. This series goes way too fucking quick sometimes. When it should learn how to slow the fucking down. That was my biggest issue with the first half of episode 8. It didn't know how to slow the fuck down. This episode had a different issue. This episode only went too fucking quick. It wasted time on pointless shit. And that's why if I had to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I got to give it a 4 out of 10. And I'm only giving it a 4 out of 10 because the last 2 minutes of the episode were great. But that's not going to make up for like the other 20 minutes of the episode being bad, though. That ain't going to make up for shit. And also, someone give it a positive score, too, because I did like the bit where Yuzua really does mention how much she loves voice acting. And I love how she mentions, yeah, part of it is because she can get away from her dad, but part of it's also because she loves it and she wants to be independent, being able to live off of her own 2 feet, off her own money. I thought that's actually a good and reasonable goal, but holy fuck, that does not make up for the fact that this episode just had horrid pacing. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. This is literally the first Q episode that I felt I couldn't call an above average episode. This episode was fucking below average. But who knows? Maybe the series will learn from its mistakes and it'll improve in the next episode. I really fucking hope. But anyways, these are my thoughts on the episode. I didn't like it, but I'll definitely react to the next episode because this series has had 1 average episode, 1 bad episode, and 6 good ones. So even though this was a step in the wrong direction, I still have faith in the series that I can right the ship next week. At least it's gonna focus on the girls that the series seems to actually give a shit about. So that's already a positive sign, and seeing how Meika's in the visual at the end of the episode. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope you have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more, everyone. Bye-bye.